There comes a point in every person's life when comfort becomes the greatest enemy of progress. The dreams you hold in your mind will never walk to you. I demand that you get up, move forward, and force yourself to meet them. Waiting for perfect conditions, ideal timing, or a surge of motivation is a fool's strategy. Winners do not wait. They act, even when they don't feel like it. The truth is, if you only work when you feel inspired, you will never reach your highest potential. Discipline is stronger than inspiration. Persistence is more valuable than excitement. The most successful people you admire didn't build their achievements on comfort. They built them on effort when the body was tired. The mind was doubtful and the world seemed indifferent. You must learn to command yourself. Tell your mind where to go, and it will take your body there. Push past the excuse, push past the fear, push past the laziness that whispers, a later. There is no later. There is only now, and now is the time to act. Every goal demands a price, and the price is paid in consistent, relentless action. Each day, do something that brings you closer, no matter how small it seems. Stack these daily actions, and over time, you will create a momentum so powerful that nothing can stop you. Remember this, forcing yourself does not mean punishing yourself. It means training yourself to rise above your temporary feelings and act on your permanent vision. You are not here to live a life of almost. You are here to finish, to conquer, to achieve, to conquer, to achieve. So when your energy is low, when your motivation fades, when the goal feels far away, dig deeper. Remind yourself why you started. See the victory in your mind and let that vision pull you through the resistance. Force yourself. Move forward. Win. The world belongs to those who refuse to stop. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement, the invisible force that carries you from where you are to where you want to be. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. Some days you feel unstoppable, other days you don't even want to move. If you build your life around motivation alone, you will always be at the mercy of your moods and circumstances. Discipline, however, is steady. It does not wait for the right mood, the perfect weather, or the convenient time. It acts regardless. Many people begin their journey toward a goal with excitement in their hearts and fire in their eyes. But that fire eventually cools. The novelty wears off, the road becomes long, and the progress feels slow. This is where most people quit, not because they lack the ability, but because they lack discipline. Motivation may have started the journey, but only discipline can finish it. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It means getting up early when your bed feels warm and your eyes feel heavy. It means saying a no to distractions that promise momentary pleasure but steal long term progress. It is the quiet, unglamorous repetition of daily actions that compound into extraordinary results over time. While motivation is loud and exciting, discipline is quiet and consistent, and that is why it wins in the end. Consider the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders. They are not superhuman. They simply refuse to negotiate with their excuses. They don't wait for the perfect day to train, work, or plan. They show up every day regardless of how they feel. They understand that feelings are temporary, but results are permanent. Discipline also builds self respect. Each time you follow through on a promise you make to yourself, you strengthen your belief in your own word. You prove to yourself that you can be trusted to take action. This inner confidence becomes fuel, allowing you to tackle bigger challenges without hesitation. In contrast, every time you give in to comfort, you reinforce the habit of quitting, making it harder to trust yourself. It's important to remember that discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you train, like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. At first, it may feel like a constant battle with yourself, but over time, it becomes a natural part of who you are. Small acts of discipline, repeated daily, turn into automatic habits that require little effort to maintain. The truth is simple. Motivation might get you started, but it will abandon you the moment the road becomes difficult. Discipline will stand beside you through fatigue, doubt, and obstacles. When your mind tells you a stop, discipline tells you a keep going. If you want to reach your goals, stop chasing the temporary high of motivation and start building the steady, unshakable power of discipline. It is the single most reliable path to lasting success. Motivation may inspire you, but discipline will transform you. Comfort is the silent killer of ambition. It is the soft bed that keeps you from waking early. the easy choice that spares you from effort, the familiar routine that shields you from growth. While comfort feels safe, it is also a cage, one that keeps you exactly where you are and robs you of the life you could have lived. To achieve anything extraordinary, you must be willing to push beyond comfort and into the space where challenges live. Every great achievement in history came from someone stepping beyond what felt easy. Growth never happens in the warm embrace of routine. It happens when you stretch yourself into the unfamiliar, when you demand more from yourself than you have before. Comfort may give you short-term pleasure, but discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. The moment you feel resistance, the moment your mind whispers, "This is hard," maybe stop. You are standing at the threshold of growth. Most people retreat at that point, telling themselves the lie that they will try again later. But the few who lean into the discomfort, who take that extra step, discover something powerful. They are far stronger and more capable than they imagined. Pushing beyond comfort is not just about physical endurance. It is about mental resilience. It's about training your mind to face uncertainty without fear, to see struggle not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Every time you face something uncomfortable, whether it's a difficult conversation, a new skill, or a risky opportunity, you build the mental muscles that prepare you for even greater challenges ahead. Think of a seed in the ground. For it to grow into a tree, it must break through the soil, push against the weight above it, and reach toward the sun. That initial struggle is not a punishment. It is nature's way of strengthening it for the storms ahead. The obstacles you face are not there to stop you. They are there to prepare you for the victories you seek. Yes, pushing beyond comfort will feel awkward, exhausting, and even intimidating at times. But every step you take outside that safe zone expands it. What once felt difficult will become easy, and what once felt impossible will become your new normal. This is how champions are made, not in the moments of ease, but in the hours of sacrifice, perseverance, and relentless effort. You must understand that comfort will always try to lure you back. It will whisper that you've done enough, that you deserve a break, that it's safer to stay where you are. But safety is an illusion, and the real danger lies in never testing yourself. The comfort zone might protect you from failure, but it also guarantees you will never reach your full potential. Push beyond comfort, and you will find not only progress, but a version of yourself you never knew existed. A stronger, braver, more capable you. And once you meet that version, you will never want to go back. Success is not built in sudden bursts of effort. It is built in the quiet, consistent actions you take every single day. Many people fail to reach their goals because they believe progress must be massive to matter. They wait for the perfect moment to make a big leap, never realizing that small daily steps are what actually create unstoppable momentum. Acting daily, no matter how small, is the secret to turning distant dreams into inevitable realities. Every great structure is built brick by brick. If you place a single brick each day, the wall will rise. If you write a single page daily, the book will be finished. If you improve just one skill a little bit every day, you will soon be far ahead of those who did nothing while waiting for the right time. The truth is, consistent action compounds over time, producing results far greater than the effort you invested in any single day. Small actions matter because they create habits, and habits determine your future. When you take daily steps toward your goal, you train your mind and body to operate on purpose. You remove the need for constant motivation because your actions become automatic. This is why someone who works steadily, even modestly, will eventually surpass the person who works intensely but inconsistently. Daily action also destroys the myth of procrastination. When you commit to doing something every day, you stop allowing excuses to grow roots in your mind. You no longer say, "I'll start tomorrow," because your standard becomes action today, regardless of how busy, tired, or unmotivated you feel. This discipline not only moves you forward, but also builds immense self-respect. You begin to trust yourself because you prove day after day that you will show up. There will be days when your progress feels insignificant, when your steps seem too small to matter. But those are the days you must remind yourself of the compound effect. A tiny seed grows into a massive tree over time, not in a single night. The small actions you take today might not seem powerful, but they are setting in motion forces you cannot yet see. Acting daily, no matter how small, also keeps your goals alive in your mind. When you engage with your dream every day, writing one paragraph, making one sales call, reading one page, you keep your focus sharp and your vision clear. This prevents the drift that happens when too much time passes without progress. Momentum, once built, becomes a force that works in your favor, carrying you forward even when you encounter resistance. Never underestimate the power of consistency. Big achievements are simply the sum of countless small efforts stacked over time. Your role is not to perform miracles in a single day, but to refuse to let a day pass without moving closer to your goal. Action, no matter how small, is still action, and it is action, not intention, that builds the life you want. Feelings are temporary, unpredictable, and often misleading. They change with the weather, with your energy level, with the smallest events of the day. One moment you feel unstoppable, and the next you feel like quitting. If your actions are dictated by your emotions, your progress will be inconsistent at best and non existent at worst. This is why you must let your vision overpower your feelings. Your vision, the clear picture of the life you want, must be the driving force that guides your steps, not the shifting moods you experience along the way. A powerful vision acts like a compass. It points you toward your destination, regardless of how turbulent the journey becomes. When you know exactly where you are going and why you want to get there, you stop relying on fleeting bursts of motivation. You learn to act in alignment with your goal, even when you feel tired, uninspired, discouraged. Your vision becomes the anchor that holds you steady when emotions try to pull you off course. The truth is, feelings often work against progress. Fear tells you to stay safe. Laziness tells you to rest when you should move. Doubt tells you it's not worth the effort. If you listen to these voices, they will trap you in the comfort zone where nothing grows. But if your vision is strong enough, if you can see, hear, and feel the reality you are working toward, you will have the strength to push forward despite the noise in your mind. Letting vision overpower feelings means making decisions based on where you want to be, not where you are right now. It's showing up for the workout, even when you feel tired, because the fit, strong version of you demands. It's making the sales call, even when you feel nervous, because the successful business owner inside you requires it. It's staying focused on your craft, even when results are slow, because the master in you knows the reward will come. When your vision leads, your actions become non-negotiable. You stop asking yourself whether you feel like it and start asking yourself, does this align with the future I'm building? This simple shift turns discipline into a natural part of your life, not a constant battle. You begin to act with purpose, not just impulse. And that consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's important to keep your vision alive by revisiting it daily. Visualize it in detail. Write it down. Speak it out loud. Surround yourself with reminders of what you're working toward so that even in your lowest moments, the image of your goal shines brightly enough to cut through the fog of emotion. In the end, your feelings will pass, but your results will remain. If you choose action based on emotion, you will be forever stuck in a cycle of starting and stopping. If you choose action based on vision, nothing can stop you. Let your vision lead the way and let your feelings follow, not the other way around.